Okay, two things. One, the weather in Northern Ireland recently has been shocking. I know we get a lot of rain and we're quite used to it, it's become a little bit of a joke. But it is no joke anymore, it is constantly raining. I have 2 cooks planned today and it's dry at the minute, but I'm not sure if it's going to stay dry. But that's not the exciting thing. The second thing is I'm expecting a very, very special delivery today. But I have no idea when it's coming. I'm kind of scared to leave the front window because I want to make sure I see it when it arrives. It doesn't just drive on past. So it's due to arrive at some point today, but I don't know when. But I can't really sit here all day waiting on it. I have loads to do. I have a couple of cooks planned today for my barbecue basics course. So the first group of guys are in there, the founding members, and they're going through it at the minute. Great group of guys. It's great to see them all in there encouraging each other to try new stuff. Some of them have knocked it out of the park with the cooks they've been doing. So we're still working our way through that. It's still a closed off group at the minute. The course isn't open to the public. But if you go to barbechoo.com/barbecue basics, that's BBQ basics, you can have a read through what the course is if you're not sure what I'm talking about. And you can sign up to the wait list. So hopefully the course will relaunch again in July, hopefully. To the public, so you can jump on there and I'll notify you whenever it goes live. So I really need to be getting on with these lessons, but I'm just too excited. There have been some other updates and new gear that's arrived already, so maybe I'll run out to the backyard with you and I'll show you some of them while we're waiting. But if you hear a lorry, you have to let me know. Okay, we're going handheld for this. I don't think I've ever done this before, but I need to get used to it. So, Charbroil have actually sent me a couple of barbecues to test out and do reviews for on the channel. I've used them a bit. I'll show you the first one here. So this beast of a thing is the Charbroil Double Header. So effectively it's a 4-burner barbecue, but it has 2 independent chambers, so each of them are 2 burners, and obviously the side burner. So you can have different setups in each chamber. So for example, you could have this one set up for indirect with 1 burner on, 1 burner off, and then this one set up with both burners on for grilling. So rather than having 1 chamber for a full barbecue, they split it into 2 to give you independent controls of it. So I've cooked on it once, I've done steaks, it worked quite well. This has the true infrared system. See if I can brighten this up a bit to show you. So there's a plate down underneath these bars with the little holes in it. And then the grates sit over the top of that and that heats the grates up. Also stops all the fats and stuff getting down in, so it's actually quite an easy way to clean it out. It reacts a little bit different to normal gas barbecues and temperature wise. I'm still getting used to it, but we'll talk a bit more about it in the full review. So stainless steel, chamber down below, so it's part of their professional range. So the true infrared, side burner. So it'll be pretty good getting to play about with that. Then the other one, I need to get it out. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, it's starting to rain. Typical. This is the second one, Char-Broil All-Star. So this is actually one of their portable range. I know it's on a cart and you're thinking, how would you ever put that into a book? But this top section, so from this point up, lifts off. So it's a single ring burner in it, and you can take this whole top section with you and just leave the cart at home. So the cart can be kept at home, you turn it into a stand barbecue, but if you want to take it with you, you can lift the top part off. Again, cast iron grates in it, and this also has the true infrared, so you can maybe see the plate down below. And then check this out. fancy lights. I'm not sure how they help the food, but makes it look cool anyway. So this is the All-Star. I say I haven't cooked in this yet, so I'm not sure what it's like, but I'm going to be trying them out over the next sort of week or two, and I'll definitely do some cooks on the channel, but there'll be full reviews on both of them coming up on the channel soon. So that's a bit of new gear that has arrived. The yard is definitely filling up. I say I've got my Smoky Mountain, I have good old Woody, the Weber gas barbecue, I now have the Char-Broil, and of course my kettle. So it's definitely starting to get a little bit crowded in here, but if false alarm, thought it was a lorry, but hopefully by the end of the day it's going to get that little bit more crowded as well, if this lorry would ever just show up. So there's one other new thing arrived in the post. I'm sure a lot of you will recognise it. This is Marcus's book. I've had a flick through it. It is a beautifully laid out book, and some of the recipes look amazing in it. Bit of seafood in there. I'm thinking I can possibly use this book to try and kickstart my love of seafood, because at the minute I just don't do it, and I should act like a grown up and just eat fish, but some of the fish recipes in here look amazing, so I'm definitely looking forward to trying these here, some recipes out from this. I'll leave links below if you want to check it out for yourself if you haven't seen it yet, but I'm not sure where you'd have been if you haven't seen it yet. It's been everywhere, so well done Marcus on getting it put together. I'm glad to see it has been a huge success so far, so I'll most definitely over the next week or two try and get a cook. Hold on. Okay, it's here. I'm gonna go and get this off the lorry and get it into the backyard. I'll leave you with some cinematic sequences of the charbroils. Back in a minute. Oh, I wish I could say that was easy, but it definitely wasn't. A little bit of a tight squeeze trying to get it into the backyard, but it's finally here. This has been something I have been waiting for well over 2 years, and it's finally arrived. And I'm trying to avoid squidding like a little girl at the minute. That's how excited I am to actually finally have this. So I guess better show you guys what it is. Come on. What else did you think it was going to be? So any of you that have watched this channel for any length of time will know that right the way back when we done the first Q&A session, I was asked what my dream barbecue would be, and this was it, the Kamado Joe. It's finally here, so I can't wait to get it built up and try cooking on it. It's going to be a new experience and definitely a lot to learn. It's a lot different from cooking in the kettles, but from what I've watched and from what I've heard, it's a dream barbecue to use, so I'm looking forward to learning everything about it. And of course this means there'll be lots of ceramic cooking content on the channel as well. So as I learn stuff, I will certainly pass it on to you guys, but I still need to get it built in one piece. I don't think I've ever been as nervous about building a barbecue. So I'm going to get it out of this box and get it all put together, and then we'll come back and take a look at it and see what it looks like in the shack. So I think you'll agree that this spot here was definitely made for a Kamado Joe. I can't tell you how excited I am to get cooking on this. So let me know if you want to see any Kamado Joe videos, if you want a review done on it. I'm sure there's loads of reviews out there now, but if you want a review on it, or if you want a rundown of the features of it, or if you just want to see different cooks on it, let me know. As I figure things out, I will certainly let you know. So that's about it. Looking forward to cooking on it, looking forward to sharing it with you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.